All right, folks, coming right at us across the flying field, main field, is a plane that really doesn't need any introduction. That is Mike Patey's Draco. Absolutely a phenomenal feat of engineering, both in real life and in the RC world. All right, let me go out here. Motor off. Let me go over a few things on this plane. Make sure all my lights are on. And they're not all on. All right, they're all on now. Yeah, okay. All right, with Draco, you're turned around even more. You have the leading edge slats, you have flaps, you have full forward control, including rudder. You also have, I want to say, 7 different light patterns. I might be wrong on the number. There's 7 or 10 different light patterns that are controlled by your roller up here, and you can turn them all on, different combinations just based upon somewhere in that position on the roller. Big 4-bladed prop. Obviously she runs on 6-cell. If you'll put your big 6-cell, I'm running a 5200 6-cylinder right now. Got my butt at you, I'm sorry. But if you'll put your 6-cell kind of up inside where you can get about 2 or 3 fingers in there between the firewall and the battery, then she'll CG on you pretty good. Basically right about there. And that's where you want Draco to be. Got the big shock absorbing wheels with actual working suspension struts, metal shocks, spring shocks back there, and 1 metal shock for your wheel. Now you don't have much, you have some authority on rolling. Turn the prop back on. Let me show you what I'm talking about. As far as ground control, that's full right rudder. So it's super crisp, but definitely enough. All right, wind is basically out of that direction. So we're going to just take off from right there. Right, left, up, down, right, left, running in my high rates, which are 100% throws over 10% expo. She also has, if you get the bind and fly, she has a natural, look at that rudder. See the rudder moving back and forth? I'm not doing that. That's a natural mix that the receiver does in the bind and fly that you don't have to program. They've already taken care of that for you. So timer set for 6 minutes. I'm going to have to land. I hear a terrible whine, and I don't know what that is.
Landing flaps.
Figure out what that sound is. Props off. She's just riding the wind. But now my runway is too short. Hold on. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but there's like a whine. Something's vibrating. I'm going to bring it right at us. Hear that? right, let's see if we can't figure out what's going on.
Motor off.
Prop off. Ah, my spinner is a little loose, and I don't have that kind of a hex drive with me. If you can hear that clicking sound. All right, let me, just to make sure, let me get behind the plane, turn my prop on, and I want to watch that spinner. It's the spinner. I can see the spinner. Okay, so, darn. Pause the film for just a minute. I'm going to see if I got a tool I can tighten that up with.
Motor off.
All right, we're back.
Motor off. Motor on.
Props on. Now what it was, I thought the spinner was loose. Got me a Phillips head screwdriver, that's what it took. And it did tighten up quite a bit. Now it's still not nearly as bad. So we're going to run with it. All right. I can still hear it, but all right. Here we go. Hope I didn't tighten it too much and then broke it. I don't even have the flaps down, and look at how nice and slow she's flying along there. Get a good look at them lights.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
All right, we're going to bring her back around by us here. Nice flyby. Swing out that corner there. And we'll bring her in for a nice stole landing, hopefully. All right, birds. There you go, and that's what Draco's known for. Short takeoff and over landing, or landing. Actually, she can do both. All right, it's going to be a short takeoff. What was that, 6 feet she took off in? A little bit of a knife edge here. All right, let's bring her by close to us and low.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Get a good look at her. I'm going there and put some Loctite on that spinner. A little bit of an upward turning knife edge here. Turn back this way. Trying not to hit any birds. I would feel very bad if I killed a bird. All right. Let's get turned around here.
Landing
Put our flaps back in. There you go. Here's something else a Draco can do.
Flaps up.
Wait a minute.
Brakes on.
Let me get her turned around. You can get a better look at that.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Here, I'll take her out here to the runway. Honey, can you zoom in a little bit on that? All right. Got her lined up there.
Brakes on.
All right, we'll just take off from right there. That vibration seems like it's getting worse. I'm going to have to land her and call it a day until I can take it back and fix it.
Landing.
So let's just shorten our flight here and call it quits for Draco today until I can get her back to the shop and figure out what's going on with that spinner. I'll do a follow-up in the description of this video. Whoa!
Time remaining 1 minute. Flaps up.
Well, now I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it now. It may have worked itself out. I mean, these things do happen. Yeah, I'm not hearing it. Let's take her up one more time. Now I hear it.
30 seconds.
So it's only at the certain RPMs. All right, no flaps this time. Well, you get to see how well Draco handles and those gunshots are the firing range next door. Well, there you go, folks. That's Draco.
Motor off.
Check your spinner. This is about the 15th flight I've got on Draco. So I guess that's a good point to start checking your spinner and make sure she's not loosening up on you. Prop is off. I wouldn't be touching the prop otherwise. But yeah, it's right back to having some play in it. Hear that clicking? So I got to go on there, crank that down. But the one thing is, you got a plastic spinner with a metal screw going into a metal housing. So you got a plastic washer. If you tighten up too much, you can crack that plastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten the metal up, try to keep the Loctite off the plastic as best I can, and then crank that down. Actually, I might just use a little bit of CA on there, or a little bit of foam tack, and that'll tighten down that. Actually, the plastics, or Loctite's okay on plastic. It's not good on foam. It'll kill foam. All right, well, I'll put a little Loctite in there, crank that down, and see if I can't keep that from spinning. So I know I have to really crank it up over 25% in order to hear that vibration. So something's loose in my spinner. Everything else was performing great. Great plane, well designed. Didn't fly the full amount of time, but we flew for at least probably 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes maybe. Let's see how much juice is left in the tank. A lot of takeoffs, a lot of speed stuff because of getting up. Oh yeah, I got 14%. I don't dare take it up again. So that's down to storage rate. All right, folks, well, there you go. That's Draco. And that was a lot of fun. I haven't flown her in a while. Y'all have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And God bless y'all. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and the big old bush planes.